It's time for Hutchinson's Salt Talk Sports on BW Radio. The Salt Talks are brought to you in part by First National Bank, H&R Block, Next Tech Wireless, Apex Shears, The Medicine Shop, Elliott Mortuary, and Fee Insurance Group. Also thanks to these Salt Talk boosters, Edward Jones Financial Advisor William Thacker and Salt City Title Company. Now your host for Salt Talk Sports, Glenn Grunwald.
Kalen Helston, his first year. He's a 2018 graduate at the University of Kansas. He teaches math as well at Hutch High, and he coached at Prairie La Compton before coming to Hutchinson. Before that, he was at Newton High School as boys assistant as well for quite some time. So here with your starting lineups for both the Goddard Lions as well as the Salt Hawk girls, here's Dan Nacarado.
Thank you, Glenn Grunwald. Goddard does come into this game 2-1, coached by first-year coach Aaron Johnston. It'll be number 2, a 5'8" junior, Sadie Boyer. Number 3, a 5'11" sophomore, Soraya Potter. Number 4, Presley Smith is a 5'7" freshman. Number 11, Adriana Phillips Blevins, a 5'6" sophomore. And number 24, the only senior starting for the Goddard Lions, Lauren Gordon, a 5'10" senior. For the Hutchinson Salt Hawks, coached by Kalen Helston, his first season. Salt Hawks are also 2-1 on this season. It'll be number 1, Lily Rodriguez, a 5'6" junior. Number 3, the leading scorer, 5'6" junior, Grace Posh, averaging 13 points a game. Number 11, Azaria Dodge, a 5'7" senior who is lightning fast. Number 23, Kaya Smith, 6' junior, the second leading scorer on the team, averaging 12 points a game. And number 25, a 5'8" sophomore, Colby Kraft. And as we get underway with the play-by-play at the home opener for Hutchinson, it's my good friend with the call, Glenn Grunwald.
Hey, thanks a lot, Coach Dan Nacarado. Appreciate it very much. My wife asked why I always say your full name, and I said that's so I can remember it.
Sometimes I forget it. Everyone just calls me Coach Knack.
Goddard Lions wrapping up their starting lineups as Randy McKay telling who the starters are. Dressed out in navy blue uniforms with white stripes on the side. Silver numerals for the Lions of Goddard High School. And Hutchinson in their home whites. Gold numerals trimmed out in blue. Blue and gold, of course, the colors of the Hutch High Salt Hawks. So we're about set to get underway. Anxious to see what kind of game the girls bounce back after that loss at the hands of the South Cougars this last week.
Both teams coming off of losses, which were their first losses of the season.
And both teams will have opportunities to avenge those losses come February as well.
That's right.
So both are in the same division. So here we go. Smith will jump it up and Posh will. Actually, that'll be Lily Rodriguez with the basketball, and she'll set up the offense. Rodriguez, top of the key, right to left as you watch on the NFHS network. And with the basketball on the outside, loose ball and out of bounds. Oh, no whistle yet. Still picked up and finally by a Hutch player and then touched out of bounds as Rodriguez flew in there. It's on the far side. I couldn't get a good look at it, but it's right down short of the baseline. Referee looked right down at it and said, hey, guys, play on. And really Rodriguez came in and she was out of bounds with the ball. So now Goddard. Man-to-man defense by Hutch High. That's one thing I've been impressed with the girls. Ball on the outside. It's going to be turned over by Goddard into the hands of Hutchinson. Here comes Smith all the way down. Wraps one up. Doesn't get him at a late whistle and a foul. And Gaia Smith will go to the line and shoot free throws. The ball was saved at midcourt by a Goddard player. And then kind of flipped to the midcourt, and coming up it was Smith, and she sprint dribbled down but missed the shot. She'll shoot the free throw. Foul was charged against
number 2.
Number 2, that would be Sadie Boyer, excuse me. Boyer picks up the foul. Free throws up and good by Smith. Her second one's good as well, and Hutchinson's off and running with a 2-point lead.
Goddard in Division 2 of the AVCTL, Hutchinson in Division 1. Hutch is going with a zone.
But matching up on the outside. Ball to the right side. Goddard working on the outer perimeter. Now they dribble penetrate. They'll pull it back outside. That's Schmidt with the basketball. Presley Schmidt.
It's actually a 1-3-1 zone.
There's a drive inside, trying to put it up. It comes off the front of the rim. Loose basketball. hustle forward, and it's going to be last touched out of bounds by a Hutch High Salt Hawk. It'll be Goddard basketball with 6:53 to go in this first quarter play. 2-0 ball game, Hutch on top.
See if Hutch switches back to man here.
Gordon inbounds, bounce pass comes back down to the baseline. I got it back to Gordon. Shot put up and missing, but a rebound cleared, and out of bounds they step. It'll be Hutchinson basketball. Good aggressive play by Sarah Potter. That's Sariah. Sariah Potter. Thought there was a L in there for a second to drive down low underneath and a blocking foul. It'll send Dawes to the line, and she was in the act of shooting.
We did have to make the print fairly small because they have so many players on their roster.
They do have a ton of players on the roster for Goddard. So at the line will be Dawes. That foul's going to be charged against Gordon. Free throws up and good, and it's 3-0. Dawes with the free throws. So far, 3 free throws for Hutchinson. They've connected on all 3. 6:37 to go in this first quarter of play. Shot up, no good. And rebound cleared underneath by Dawes. She puts it up and in.
Got her own rebound off the missed free throw.
Well, Smith was blocked out, and that's what gave the opportunity for Dawes to come down the low block and put it up and in.
Dawes is fast.
Jumper up and on the outside, no good. Rebound Smith. Kaya Smith on the dribble, all the way across the half court. Now she'll give it off to Rodriguez. She'll set up the offense. Hutch High with the possession, leading at 5-0. 6:10 to go in this first quarter of play. Ball on the outside to Smith. Right side, three-pointer off. Rims off, no good. And running down the rebounds, Kraft. They keep it on, get an offensive board out of Kraft. She'll have the ball outside to Smith. Smith to the left side. That's more aggressive than they were the other night against South. The drive in. Dawes jumper doesn't go off the backboard. No good. Rebound's going to be cleared out by Potter. And Potter will bring it on the dribble all the way down for Goddard. They'll set it up. Crossing dribble. That's Blevins. Ball back on the outside. They'll set it up again to Gordon. Gordon right in front of us. Comes out with a bounce pass. They go right side quickly over to Boyer. Down the low blocks and stepping out of bounds with it was a Goddard Lion. Excuse me. I keep getting the 2 schools that are in the Goddard system mentioned, and this is the Goddard Lions.
Goddard, the older of the 2 schools. Enrollment 949. Hutchinson has 1,309 students. Hutchinson, a big 5A.
There's a near steal. Ball knocked into the backcourt, ran down by Posh, and Posh will bring it up. Good hustle out there by Schmidt. Posh to the right side for Hutch High. Over to Kraft on the deep corner right. She'll put it on the dribble. Holds up. Skips it all the way across to Dawes. Dawes drives left, pulls it back. Decides to shoot it. Rims off, no good. Rebound cleared underneath by Lauren Gordon. And here comes Goddard on the run. Down 5-0. With a drive inside, they'll kick it back. Schmidt will gun it on its way and hit it.
She caught that ball in good shape to fire up the shot. That's the first field goal converted by the Goddard Lions. They're 1 for 4 from the field.
Lily Rodriguez will walk, dribble up. Angle dribbles to the right side. Then she'll hand it off to Smith. Smith with the basketball. Kaya Smith with the left-hand dribble off the double stack. Screens on the outside. Gives it off to Posh. Posh will set up. Drives all the way down. Puts up the shot. It comes off no good. Rebound Schmidt underneath for Goddard. 5-2 ball game. Hutch with the lead by 3. Schmidt left side with the basketball's Potter. Jumper shot up and missing by Phillips Blevins, and the rebound's going to be cleared out of there. That's Adriana. Again, Phillips Blevins, and the ball comes out for Hutch. 5-2, a 3-point Hutchinson lead. Under 4 minutes to go now in this first quarter play. We're halfway through the first period. Little runner, shot doesn't go, but Kraft's there for the rebound. Her putback is good. Colby Kraft with a solid rebound in the putback basket. It's 7-2 now. Hutchinson with 3 different players scoring those 7 points. That sets up defensively. Good job, knocked it, stepping out of bounds with it. Nice job of Posh coming up to throw the trap on, and Gordon with 1 foot stepped out of bounds. A timeout on the floor. We're going to break in as well. 3:36 to go in this first quarter of play. Hutchinson leading at 7-2. A 30-second timeout. Back with more from the Salt Hawk Activity Center and Salt Hawk Radio Network right after this 30-second timeout.
Special Canine Dog Training and Country Resort in Burton is your one-stop shop for that four-legged furry friend in your life. They specialize in dog training, whether it's for your new puppy or hunting dog, all the way to licensed therapy and service dogs. Going on vacation over the winter? They also offer boarding, grooming, and doggy daycare. That's right, I said daycare for your dog. Special Canine Dog Training and Country Resort in Burton, where you and your companion are understood. Visit SpecialCanineDogTraining.com to learn more.
Back to live action with the basketball. Lily Rodriguez, she'll walk dribble across the half court. Hutch with a 5-point lead at 7-2. The feed into Kraft in the high post on that left side. Well, she looked down to Dawes, kicks it back outside. Smith tested for a second. Dawes wants to throw it down low blocks, holds up. Out to Posh. Posh top of the key. Dumps it off to Rodriguez. She'll gun it up and hit it. They thought Lily was going to come out, Dan, on the outside on the weave, and she elected to go baseline, a little give and go kind of.
Surprised me. Lily did a good job of reading the defense. Hutch back in that 1-3-1 zone.
Here comes Tomac. She'll check in. There's a foul on the play, and they're going to whistle. I believe Dawes caught her on the arm, and it will be a foul on Azaria Dawes. Here comes Tomac with set to come into the ball game, and she gets the stop sign as the referee is going to let the one shot take place first by Gordon. So Gordon in the act of shooting will shoot 2. Free throw toss is up and off its mark, no good. Here comes Tomac into the lineup. We've been impressed with Tomac's play off the bench.
Certainly have.
Done a nice job.
Tomac, 6 feet tall, is a senior, has some nice skills.
Second toss. Gordon gets set, and this time she hits that one. She splits the pair. 9-3 is your score. Hutch on top by a 2-possession game. Pressure in the backcourt now by Goddard. Tomac gets it over to Dawes. They have numbers. Hutch all the way down. Dawes baseline, puts it up and scores it. That's how you break a press. 5 points for Dawes already, and it's 11-3. Salthawks with the lead. New face in there, that's Finley Stevens. Ball on the outside. Schmidt to Gordon to Stevens. 3-pointer's good from outside. They give her 2. Stevens knocks down the 2. Finley Stevens making an 11-5 ball game.
She found the open spot in the 1-3-1, but I like this 1-3-1 for Hutch because they have 6 feet on top and 6 feet on the bottom with Smith on top and Tomac on the bottom of it.
Hutch 11, Goddard 5. The feed down the low blocks off of Goddard out of bounds, trying to go down low to Rodriguez, and she comes up like she might have got her head hit a little bit. Into the lineup now. We'll check Ava Crone. She'll check in.
What you like to do on a 1-3-1 is have the top person cut the court in half to where the defense can't move the ball, swinging it from side to side. So it's easier to do that with a tall player on top.
Ball comes into Tomac. Here's Dawes on the outside. Loose basketball. Goddard going for it, and they do get the steal. Turnover, Hutchinson. Across the timeline comes Healy. Sydney Healy, she's a junior. To the right side to Schmidt. Schmidt skips it all the way across to the high post on the opposite side. That's Coleman. Back left side, air ball, no good. Trying to get to us, Dawes. She does, and saved. And here's Rodriguez with the basketball. Pressure in the backcourt. They'll get it now to Dawes. She'll sprint dribble it all the way up. Crosses over, goes into the lane, kicks the corner left. Chrono gun it on its way. It's off, no good. Battle for the board underneath. Dawes comes up with it, gives it off to Tomac, and they'll wait for Lily Rodriguez. She'll launch the 3. Looks good, it is good. Rodriguez with the tray from outside. It's 14-5, Hutch on top. Great ball movement by the Salthawks after they got the steal and broke the press. 1:12 to go in this first quarter of play. Here's Schmidt on the outside for Goddard. To the right wing. They'll dribble, penetrate, baseline shot up, comes over the rim, no good. Rebound cleared out by Crone. She's a sophomore as well. There's Lily Rodriguez, the junior guard, to bring it up for the Salthawks. Accelerates all the way in the paint, kicks it down low, shot put up by Tomac, not there. The rebound cleared out of there by Schmidt or Goddard. She'll push it up the floor with the left-hand dribble, all the way, corner left. Skips it out, ball knocked away. Dawes had a hand on it, goes off and Goddard out of bounds. It was last touched by Stevens. Hutch high ball.
Salthawks have bounced back very nicely from the game on Tuesday night.
Dawes playing inspired basketball out there. Really did a nice job on that drive up and then took it, crossed over into the lane and then dumped it down low. And they kicked it back out to Lily Rodriguez and she dropped it down for a 3-point basket, and it's 14-5. Hutch up by 9.
Hutch girls are playing good basketball this first quarter.
Here's Smith. The flash pass down low to Tomac. She turns, shoots, misses. Rebound fought for and taken away by Goddard. Coming up with the loose basketball, Sydney Healy. And Healy will bring it up to the outside. Now they go to Stevens. Stevens against Posh. Kicks it back. Healy has it to the right wing.
Man-to-man this trip.
That's just switched out of the zone to the man. Gordon skips it across. They whip it left. Healy drives in. Closed off by Lily Rodriguez. Ball goes off the hands of Potter into the backcourt, but it was deflected back there. And Potter will bring it across the half court.
Time ticking down.
Down to 4 seconds, and they drive it up. And that's the end of the first quarter of play. A solid first quarter for the Hutch High Salthawks as they lead it 14-5. We'll step aside, a 30-second timeout. We'll be back with second quarter action right here on the Salthawk Radio Network.
The Hutch Medicine Shop carries one of the largest selections of CBD in town. We carry CBD tincture, gummies, and tropical creams, some with THC and some THC-free. If you're looking for a unique pain treatment or just need help with anxiety or sleep, CBD may be a good alternative to traditional medicines. The advantage to buying CBD at the Medicine Shop is we have 4 pharmacists on staff to assist you. Drop by the Hutch Medicine Shop, the only independent drugstore in Hutchinson.
Well, if you're out and about, come on by the Salthawk Activity Center, as this is the only home game for December, and even that first week in January, I believe. We're going to have more home games in January, but I do know for a fact, I think we're on the road, and correct me if I'm wrong, Dan Nacarado, as I think we're on the road for that first Tuesday at least of January.
At May South on Tuesday, January, well, it says January 5. I think that, is that date
That could
correct?
be. Yeah, it could be. That would be a Friday. That's right.
Friday, January 5.
So the first week, we're on the road again. Here's Goddard with the basketball. Good, inspired basketball by Hutch High in that first quarter, leading at 14-5. Goddard works it around the outer perimeter. Good ball movement by the Lions. They put it in the hands of Phyllis Blevins. Back on our near side, here's Gordon. She wants to drive on Smith, gets a step on her. All the way to the baseline. Schmidt will gun it up and comes off no good on the miss, but the rebound cleared by the Lions underneath. They'll reverse it and move the ball nicely. Crone comes out to stop the shot, and a putback basket underneath, and a foul's going to be called. They did not get the baskets to go, but a nice job by Phillips Blevins to follow her shot, and she'll earn them at the line now.
First foul committed by Ava Crone.
Rebound was cleared by Phyllis Blevins. And at the line, she will step to shoot free throws. Her first one's off, no good. 7:25 to go, second quarter of play. Hutchinson with a 14-5 lead in this ball game. Jumped out on top 5-0. Free throw toss. This one's up and perfect. Second one's up and good by Blevins. And Hutch High now with the basketball, leading at 14-6 with 7:22 to go in this second quarter of play. Posh to the left side. Hutchinson works it around. There's Crone. Holds it high, gives it off to Smith. Smith thought about it. Now she drives right, gets a step on the defender, puts up the shot. It comes off no good. Battle for the board. Last net's knocked away. It'll be up off of Goddard. Hutch High will have the basketball.
Hutch with a pretty big lineup on the floor right now with Kaya Smith, Tomac, and Crone.
Tomac backdoor play, trying to go down to Crone. It's knocked out of bounds again. It'll be Hutchinson basketball. They're doing just what exactly you asked for them to do, Dan Nacarado. They're taking to the low blocks and taking to the rim. They, the Hutch High Salthawks. Here comes the inbound.
When you get used to attacking the basket, you can win games even when you're not shooting well from the outside.
Smith on the outside now, hand it off to Posh. Posh will bring it up, directs traffic with her right index finger, and then kicks it over to Crone. Crone on the left side, down low to Smith, low blocks, backs in on the left wing, shot up, bouncing off, no good. Came off the back rim, and here comes the Lions with the ball, and coming up with it will be Goddard. Phyllis Blevins with the basketball, looks left and goes to Schmidt. Schmidt with on the outside, wants to drive, crossover dribble into the paint, loses control of the basketball, picks it up, kicks it back on the outside. Now pressing it and just about losing it. They get a ball out to Potter. Potter down low underneath on the baseline. If they save it, though, inside to Boyer. Boyer kicks it back out top of the key.
Goddard a little bit chaotic this possession.
Jumper from the left side, off, no good on the long, but Schmidt gets the rebound, put back basket, doesn't go, and this time Tomac comes down with the rebound for Hutch High. Here's Smith across the timeline, being ball hawked by Schmidt. Smith with the basketball, reverses hands, now go outside, left side, now to Posh. The other night against South, we noticed that Posh really needs to go off the ball screen. There she gets it right there, now takes it on the outside to Crone, back to Smith, three-pointer good from the top of the key.
Very smooth release. Good rotation on the basketball.
That was a nice possession.
Very good.
We talked about Posh there's a near steal by Dawes. We talked about Posh having to come off that screen to be able to pop that three-pointer. That time she did, but angled to her right and kicked it back outside. They got to Schmidt on the top of the key. Ball was knocked away out of bounds. It'll be Goddard Lions basketball. They'll inbound and get it into Coleman. She kicks it back.
Hutch will play Eisenhower later this season. I think that's maybe in February.
They'll back it off and set it up on the outside. Lions have worked the ball well. And like you said, that last possession a little chaotic, but they got offensive boards when they needed to. Down low underneath, wide open Gordon. Her shot won't go. Kraft gets the rebound. It pops loose from her, and then Dawes comes up with it. Bodies all over the place. There's Smith. Smith across the timeline, spins away, takes it to the free throw line. Kicks it off to Dawes now. Dawes underneath. Goes up, shot not there. Goddard comes up with a loose basketball. And quickly up the court they come. Hutchison weak on numbers and quickly into the corner. The three-pointer by the Lions comes out, no good. Put-back basket is good underneath. Right place, right time was Phyllis Blevins, and she has 3 points total. 17-8.
Paisley Regier getting some minutes for the Salt Hawks now.
Hutchison with the lead. Yeah, Regier just checked in. Ball on the outside. Dawes gets a step on the defender, wraps it around, can't finish. Went to the left side, could not get it to come back and go through the net, and the rebound's going to be. Kicks it left side. Smith thought about stopping up again. She goes inside, lays it up and scores it. Smith now with 7, and that'll force a timeout. And Aaron Johnston says, I need a timeout right now. 19-8. Hutch High with the lead, 4:08 to go in quarter 2. Back in 30 seconds on the Salt Hawk Radio Network. Welcome back. Glenn Grunwald, Dan Nacarado with you. 19-8. Hutchison on top. And every time that Goddard makes a little bit of a run, Hutch will answer back. And much of it's been led by Dawes and Kaya Smith. Dawes with 5 points in the first half of play. And Kaya Smith with 7, including a tray.
Hutch built a 14-5 lead in the first quarter. And now they're up by 11. 19-8. Good crowd showing up here at the Salt Hawk Activity Center tonight. And it should be a good crowd when it's the only home game in December for Hutchinson High School.
Goddard to walk, dribble it up the court. 19-8, Hutchinson with the lead. 4 minutes remaining to go in this first half of play. Outside of the basketball is Healy. Healy angles left side, kicks it back. Here's Schmidt. Schmidt, good ball handler. Shoots it up, short shot, no good. Rebound, Kraft underneath, kicks it out now to Rodriguez. Hutchinson will bring it up. Rodriguez across the timeline. Spins to her left. Hands it off to Smith. Smith on the outside. Dribble drives to Regier. Kicks it way back. Regier's got to get to it. She does, but it's knocked out of bounds. It'll be a turnover against Hutchinson.
Just as well that it went out of bounds, because had Paisley been able to save it, it was probably a layup for Goddard going the other way.
19-8 ball game. The lead for Hutch High right now is 11. Schmidt will angle to the right, back out top. Goddard moves the ball really well. Just haven't been able to get shots to fall. There's a jumper. It won't go. Rebounds Schmidt. And then she has it taken away by Schmidt. Layup good. Smith got the rebound. Schmidt took it back away from her and puts it up and in. Presley Schmidt with the basket. 19-10. Hutchison lead is cut a little bit down the 9. Here's speed down to Kraft, trying to get to it. Loose basketball on the floor. Last touch out of bounds off of Goddard. 2:57 to go in the second quarter of play. Rodriguez will inbound. She slaps the ball with the right hand. Cutter's cut. Got to be a little quicker than that. Fana gets it in to Kraft underneath. She shoves it up and can't finish. Rebound's cleared away. And come up, it will be Goddard. They got to break away all the way down. Here's Gordon. Shoots it up with the left hand and scores it. Lauren Gordon. And that'll force a Hutch High timeout. We'll take a break as well. 2:46 to go in the second quarter of play. Salthawks 19. Goddard Lions 12. Back in 30 seconds on the Salthawk Radio Network.
When you're into athletics, you can be in for some aches and pains. Sometimes, lots of aches and pains. Now you can depend on Dr. Cecilia Hinton at Prairie Star Health Center. Her extensive training in sports medicine gives her a preferable vantage point to assess injuries and determine the best approach to getting you back to the top of your game. It starts at Prairie Star Health Center, 30th and K61 in Hutchinson.
Welcome back, 19-12, Hutchinson on top. Hutch did have an 11-point lead. It's been cut to 7 now, the last 2 possessions down. And that one was just a pure steal because Smith got the rebound and Schmidt just took it away from her when she started to drive up court. There, Hutch High with the basketball. Lila Rodriguez will bring it up. Posh back in there as well. Hutchinson original starting 5 back in the ball game now. Here's Posh on the outside, rolled off the pick. Smith wanted it back, didn't get it, and Schmidt took it away from Posh. Here comes Schmidt on the breakaway, all the way down, and she will be fouled. She did not score the basket, but 2 shots coming her way. The foul will be on Smith, And Schmidt will go to the line. Schmidt kind of keeping them in it right now.
That was a good steal. She just picked Grace's pocket, and then as she drove it to the basket, I like that she came to a jump stop, got herself under control.
Free throws up and missing.
But it could all be for naught if she misses this.
Schmidt's a freshman. Pretty good ball handler for a freshman. And you can kind of tell she has some leadership qualities out there as well for that Goddard Lion team.
She's definitely contributing to the Goddard cause tonight, and she did make the second one.
5 points to her credit, 5 of the 13. It's a 6-point ball game. Rodriguez into the forecourt. She'll bring it up to the left side. Hutchison turns the ball over. Goddard comes away with it and stolen right back by Rodriguez. Rodriguez guns it on its way off its mark. Missing, saved underneath, but then out of bounds off of Dawes.
You know, it looked like Hutch was about to possibly put this game away early, but Goddard hanging tough now, just down 6.
5 unanswered points for Goddard.
Back to his own defense for Hutch now.
Ball on the outer perimeter. Schmidt will gun it on its way. It's off its mark, no good. Kraft with the rebound. She'll hold off and give it off to Rodriguez, and Rodriguez will bring it on the dribble. Long pass to Smith. Smith on the right elbow. Holds up, lobs it down low, stolen away. Bad pass to Kraft, and here we go the other way. Schmidt again brings it up. Schmidt left side to Coleman. Back to Schmidt. Underneath, ball rejected. Nice job by Dawes, then stolen away by Goddard. Ripped out by Lily Rodriguez. She'll hand it to Smith. Smith on the dribble for Hutch High. Up by 6 is Hutch High. They whip it a pass down and not able to hang on to it. It was Dawes. It goes out of bounds. And now into the ball game will check Crone. And then she'll take Smith's place. I think Smith was getting a little tired.
The reason Goddard is whittling away at the Hutchinson lead is this second quarter, Hutchinson has turned it over 7 times. They only turned it over twice in the first quarter.
Schmidt will walk, dribble it up, gets across. Back to the outside, they go to Healy. She'll drive all the way to the baseline, knocked away. Last touch by Posh out of bounds. Into the ball game, we'll check Phyllis Blevins. Adriana Phyllis Blevins is a sophomore, 5'6". She checks in. She'll inbound right side baseline.
Only 2 seniors on the Goddard roster this season.
Schmidt will gun it on his way and hit it. A 2-pointer from outside by Schmidt. She has 5 1/4, 7 for the game. It's 19-15. That lead trimmed down to 4 now.
Mostly due to Schmidt.
An 8-0 run by Goddard. Here's Dawes on the outside. Rolls off the pick set by Kraft. Kraft gets it back, goes inside, off balance. Shot by Kraft is good.
She had a hand in her face. That was a tough shot.
Ball left side with it is Coleman. Boy, Hutch needed that basket. Three-pointer good from outside. Knocking it down this time was Phyllis Blevins.
Wow, this game.
She has 6 in the quarter.
Action is turned up a couple notches.
Feed down low, Dawes, give and go. Down low, puts it up. Shot not there. Rebound cleared underneath by the Goddard Lions. Here's Schmidt. 18 seconds to go before halftime. The drive down low, shot won't go. Loose basket. Schmidt gets it back. Put back not there. Ball's knocked away. It'll be Goddard basketball with 13.1 seconds to go before intermission. It is a 3-point ball game. 21-18, Hutch High. They'll lob it out. Contested, but coming up with it. Rodriguez just about got the steal. It's knocked back down into Goddard's hands. There's Schmidt. She'll shoot the long three for the tie. It comes off the back iron. No good. Dawes goes up with the basketball, and it's off for her out of bounds with 1.7 seconds to go. That's enough time to get a shot off if they can.
Goddard's going to have to just catch and shoot. I don't think they have enough time to put the ball on the floor or make an extra pass.
Tomac will check in. Here they're going to defend. They'll allow the person passing the ball in free gratis. They get it in quickly. Jumper way short, no good. Halftime is here. Hutch High with a 3-point lead at halftime, 21-18. Hutch High on top, 21-18. A great second quarter for the Goddard Lions to cut that 11-point gap down to 3. We will take a 2-minute timeout, get set for the Medicine Shop in-game capsule. It's Hutch High 21, Goddard Lions 18. Back in 2 minutes on the Salt Rock Radio Network.
Still need to file your tax return? We can help. Let H&R Block cross taxes off your list and find your biggest refund possible. Go to hrblock.com to make a virtual or in-person appointment today. Get expert help at H&R Block at 29 West 2nd in Hutchinson, 130 East Avenue South in Lyons, or 218 North Douglas Avenue in Ellsworth.
Hutchinson High School sports is on the air thanks to the Salt Hawk Boosters, the Medicine Shop, Salt City Title Company, Rise Up Reno Prevention Network, Special Canine Dog Training and Country Resort, Elliott Mortuary, Midwest Single Source, Mitch Rice Injury Law, APAC Shears, Pools Plus, First National Bank, Next Tech Wireless, the Summit of Hutchinson with Doctors Lowen and Severud, Prairie Star Health Center, Hutchinson Small Animal Hospital, Ashcraft Pharmacy, The Insurance Group, and Edward Jones Financial Advisor William Thacker.
Your life is busy. Are you ready to open a new account? Apply for a loan? Check your balances. Make a transfer? Deposit a check? Pay bills? With electronic banking from The First, you can take care of all your many banking needs from the comfort of your home or office. Anytime, anywhere, 24/7. Visit fnbhutch.bank to get started. First National Bank of Hutchinson. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, everybody. Glenn Grunwald, Dan Nacarado with you. 21-18. Salt Hawks on top by 3 as we start this third quarter play in about a minute and a half. Good first half of play. Girls have, and the guys have one more game. That'll be next Tuesday before the break. That'll be played at campus over in Hayesville. And both teams over there, especially the guys team over there, you'll be able to see Burton play, and he's outstanding. By the way, 2 players for Hutch High listed in the Wichita Eagles top 100, and that was, of course, Julian Smith as well as Terrell King. And then he went on to list top ones in the Ark Valley Chisholm Trail League, and they listed several players from Hutch High with the boys. I did not see the girls come out, but that was the boys, so good to know. In the top 100 of the Wichita area right now, Hutch High with 2 on that listing.
Excellent.
And Burton was listed as one of them for, of course, campus, so they're going to be a good team.
Burton already committed. I don't know if you can sign.
Yeah, it's just a verbal commitment.
Committed to Drake University. He's a long,
Do you
high-flying
remember
player.
Way back when in the old Missouri Valley, when Wichita State was flying high in the valley, at least, Drake used to, the Bulldogs used to really have some good basketball teams.
Yeah, and that was way before the singer Drake.
Exactly, but they really used to be extremely good. So Hutch High needs to take care of business and stop those turnovers that kind of snuck up on them in that second quarter of play. But lead it by 3 going into this third quarter. And it looks to me like it's going to be Hutch High basketball to start this third quarter of play, and it will be. So same 5 starting that started the ball game. Dawes will lob it into Posh, and Posh will walk dribble across the timeline. Schmidt comes up to guard her. And go outside now to Rodriguez. They'll swing it left side over to Smith. Back to Rodriguez. She drives in, ball thrown away. Dawes is working to cut outside, and already another turnover starting his third quarter of play.
It really frustrates a coach when it's an unforced turnover like that one.
Ball comes in, and quickly Schmidt brings it up on the dribble all the way to the corner left. She'll kick it into the hands of Potter. They'll reverse it. Goddard with the basketball, working right to left as you watch on the stream. Here's a drive inside. Hutch had an opportunity to pick it up. Basket up and good. And picking right up where she left off was Phyllis Blevins with a basket. She has 8. She's a good-looking little sophomore. And it's a 21-20 ball game. A 1-point lead for Hutch High. Smith cuts across. Here's Dawes on the outside. She dribble penetrates, gets inside, shot down low, and it was a pass to Kraft. Her shot too short, though. Battling for the board, trying to get to it. And the ball's going to be a foul actually called on Kraft as she went very aggressively to the basket, trying to go to the basketball. Here's Tomac will check in for Kraft. That foul's going to be called on Kraft. That'll be her first. And Colby will check out, and Tomac will check in. Here comes the inbound.
Hutch with full court pressure.
Worked well in the first half, trying to get it in. Thrown into Schmidt. Schmidt will bring it up. Goddard with numbers, 3-on-1. Bounce pass to the right side, and ball just about taken away by Tomac. Loose basketball, ran down, then knocked away out of bounds. Last touch off of Hutchinson. They had the offensive player pretty well covered up in the low blocks. Goddard will slap the ball inbound. They're only down by 1 after scoring the first basket of the third quarter. Three-pointer, long one put up from outside by Phyllis Blevins. She's feeling it, but came up way short. Here's Dawes. Accelerates all the way up, takes it inside, kicks it outside of Posh. 3-point. Right time is 24-20 now. The lead for Hutch High at 4. Outside left, Goddard with the basketball. Top side, now they go to Potter. Back to the right wing. Schmidt whips it down low. Ball rejected by Tomac, but right in the hands of a Goddard player. Down the low blocks, trying to get a jump ball called. They got it. Yep. It'll be possession arrow Goddard, but nice job by Tomac to guard on that low block and not let Potter get it away. Here comes the inbound. Gordon will trigger the inbounds pass and lob it all the way out. And kick it to the right side. That's Schmidt with the basketball. Wants to drive and brings it out top of the key. They go left wing. Long 3-ball. Left side, good from outside by Goddard. And Gordon knocks it down from the outside, and it's all of a sudden, Hutch's lead is cut to 1 at 24-3, and a double dribble is going to be called. Another Salt Hawk turnover.
For Goddard, Presley Schmidt, her body reminds me of Marin Archer, who played at Derby.
Good comparison. And she's got a high motor. She's going all the time. Ball comes in the backcourt to Phyllis Blevins, and she'll lob it up to the top side. Ball's just about stolen away, and it will be. Here comes Smith. Nice job by Dawes to get to the basketball and deflect it to Smith. Ball knocked to Schmidt, got a hand on it, knocked it away, and Goddard comes away with it. Here's Coleman. Coleman in half court, gives it off to Schmidt. Schmidt will set up the offense. Angles left. Pulls back, thought about the 3. Posh out defensively on her. Ball knocked away. Posh steals it, and a foul called. They whistled this one on Schmidt. She'll pick up the personal. Both teams really going aggressively after the basketball, Dan, and they're letting them play.
It's been entertaining basketball tonight at the Salt Hawk Activity Center.
1-point Salt Hawk lead at 24-23. That calls off the Opie play with the basketball outside is Rodriguez. Rodriguez to the right side. Here's Smith out front. Rolls right to Dawes. Dawes on the outer perimeter. Steps up. 16-footer good. Little flat shot, but it works. She has 7, and Hutch High has 26. 26-23 ball game. Hutch on top.
It was pretty much 5 out, and Dawes found an opening.
Ball thrown in. Coming up with the basketball is Boyer, stolen away. Dawes with it again. Dawes drives in. Euro step basket, good by Dawes. Did you see that move? She faked like she was going to go right. Put it up with the Euro step. Up and in is 28-23, and a foul called out front on Lily Rodriguez. She'll pick up the personal. But what a play by Dawes on that Euro step right in the middle of the lane. She went off the wrong foot to shoot the basketball, but that's because she faked everybody out like she was going to go right.
It was not an easy shot.
Not at all. 28-23 ball game. The lead back at 5 again for Hutch High. Hutch had an 11-point lead at one time, 19-8. But saw that dissipate and go away. Goddard out front now with the basketball is Healy. Healy gives off to Schmidt. Schmidt between the rings. Straight away, top of the key. Now she'll shoot it on its way. Comes off, no good. Rebound fought for. Loose on the floor. Schmidt comes up with it. Outside jumper up and on its way and good. Gordon connects again. 5 points in the quarter for Gordon, and it's 28-25. Hutch lead is at 3 now. Here's Lily Rodriguez on the outside to Smith. Smith, top of the key, rolls to her right. Goes over to Tomac with the basketball. Out front now to Posh, back to Tomac. She'll put it on the dribble, comes across the lane, gives it off to Dawes. Three-pointer way off its mark, no good, but Posh is there for the rebound. She'll bring it back outside to the corner. She's double-teamed, trying to get it away, and the timeout's going to be taken. Wise timeout by Kaylin Hills so that they didn't get the turnover. It'll be a 30 with 4:03 to go in this third quarter play. Hutch up by 3, but with possession of basketball. Back with, after this, 30-second timeout on the Salt Hawk Radio Network.
For over 60 years, Hutchinson Small Animal Hospital has been your trusted partner in pet health care. We're dedicated to keeping your pets healthy and happy. This is Dr. John Austin, a proud 1991 graduate of the K-State College of Veterinary Medicine, and I'm grateful to continue the family tradition my father started in 1961. We wish all the K-State sports teams the best this season. Visit us at 1201 East 30th or call 665-8743 for your pet's next appointment. Hutchinson Small Animal Hospital, over 6 decades of the pets you love being cared for by people who love pets.
Well, that three-point shot by Dawes was off its mark, but Posh was able to save today. Now Posh with the basketball out front down to Smith. She'll pop the three. Comes off, no good. Rebound cleared underneath by Hutch High. And then out of bounds. Last touch by Dawes. They're going to say Dawes on the foul. That'll be her second. She'll pick up the personal with 3:55 remaining to go in this third quarter of play. And a three-point lead for Hutch High. 28-25. No pressure in the backcourt. Hutch will call off the press, and coming up with the basketball will be Schmidt. Schmidt with the bright orange shoes. Backdoor play knocked away off of Hutch High. Good job by Dawes. Tell you what, Azaria Dawes is all over the place.
She's playing with energy.
Tomac will check out, and Kraft will check back in.
Hutch going back to man now.
3:46 to go in the third. Ball outside Coleman. Coleman goes top of the key between the circles. Rolls left with the basketball. Smith on her. Now she reverses back out right side. Potter has it. Stolen away by Dawes, and a reach-in foul call. They got it on Schmidt. Schmidt turned the ball over and quickly grabbed on Dawes and to keep a fast break from happening, and that'll be her second personal.
Good steal by Azaria Dawes.
That's high all the way down. Lobbing it down to Kraft and low blocks. Takes that bounce, puts it up and in. Nice move by Kraft. And you and I both talked about it. That's where she needs to shoot the basketball, just right there in the low blocks. Use her size to be able to put it up and in. That's what she did on that occasion. Back to a 5-point lead again for Hutch High. Ball deflected, but ran down by Goddard. 30-25 ball game. Three-pointer's good from outside, and knocking that one down is Coleman for her first basket. Back to a 2-point ball game. 30-28. Hutch High with the lead. Here's Smith. To Posh, pops on the outside. Need to get her hot and open again. Here's Smith. Drives in, baseline move. Ball blocked out of bounds. Last touch off of Coleman with a good block on Smith on the low blocks.
Halfway through the second quarter, you would have thought Hutchinson was just going to run away with this game. They were up by 11 at the time, but Goddard has come battling back, and they're only down 2 now.
Junior Maria Coleman with a nice block on the low blocks on that right side. Here lobbing it out to get it to Smith. Smith back to Rodriguez, corner right. Waves everybody over. Here's Posh with the ball out front. Dawes Over to Posh. She'll pop the three. Oh, it's no good. Rebound off the floor, cleared by Potter of Goddard. She'll give it off quickly into the hands of Healy. Healy all the way over to Schmidt. Schmidt head fakes, goes baseline, drives by Kraft, shot up and good.
That was an impressive drive by the freshman Schmidt.
She has 9. And we're tied at 30 apiece. 30-30 tie with 2:18 to go in the third quarter. Left side, Posh gets a step on the defender, takes it all the way to the baseline, kicks it back to Dawes. Thought about it, drives in, gets an opening, falls down on the floor, gets the pass away. Goddard comes up with a steal. Loose basketball for the Goddard Lions. They'll come away with it, put it in the sure hand of Schmidt, and she'll bring it up. Down low to Potter, back to Schmidt on the outside. She'll drive into the lane. Rodriguez cuts her off. Now Coleman, she wants to shoot it, decides not to, kicks it back on the outside of Potter. They'll regroup it. Coleman about to pull the trigger again. Left side, Schmidt. Schmidt drives left side. Rodriguez all over her. Ball comes out high now in the hands of Stevens. They'll reset the offense with 1:35 to go in the third quarter. We're tied up at 30-30 each. Outside with it, Coleman. Coleman walks it across to the left side all the way to the elbow. Backs in on Smith. Pulls it back. Got it with the basketball. Drive in by Schmidt, stolen away by Dawes. Sprint dribble down. Sprint dribble all the way down. Dawes will lay it up and score it. Hutch regains the lead and takes a 32-30 lead. 6 points in the corner for Dawes. She has 11 total.
That was a good steal, and then she took it all the way uncontested.
Jumper up, short, no good. Rebound to Lily Rodriguez for Hutch High. She'll bring it on the dribble now. Inside of a minute, ball goes off of Smith, out of bounds. It'll be Goddard basketball. 57.3 seconds to go in the third. Hutch High up by 2, 32-30.
Some games it's more important to get the last score of the third quarter than others. This game, the last score of the third quarter could be very, very critical.
Schmidt with the basketball, red cheek. She'll bring it across the timeline. She's played a lot out there. I don't think she's set one bit. She's a talented freshman. Ball on the outside. Lob it over to Schmidt again. Schmidt with the basketball out front. Wants to shoot the three. She will. It's off the backboard. No good. Rebound, no, cleared by Hutch High. As back in there's Crone. She comes up with it. Now Smith, she spins at half court, gives it off to Rodriguez. Rodriguez over to Posh. Posh drives in, right side, jumper from 12 feet, good as Posh scores her second basket of the quarter. She has 5. 34-30, Hutch with a 4-point lead with 21 seconds remaining to go in the quarter. How big was that steal by Dawes? The jumper from outside, three-pointer, two-pointer they gave it. Knocking that one down was Phyllis Blevins. She has 4 in the quarter, 10 for the ball game. It's a 2-point ball game. Ball on the outside, 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Now Crone down the 3, down low, trying to get it to Kraft. Loose basketball. Goddard comes away with it, and that's the end of the third quarter of play. Your score: Hutch High 34, the Goddard Lions 32. We go on to the fourth quarter of play. Don't go away. Back in 30 seconds on the Salt Hawk Radio Network.
Love your phone but tired of your current provider? Bring your device to Next Tech Wireless and experience wireless built by Kansans for Kansans. For a limited time, get 4 lines with unlimited data for $100. Have questions? Call or text our local customer care team at 877-621-2600. Next Tech Wireless. Home on the range.
The Salt Hawks with a 2-point lead at 34-32 going into this fourth quarter of play. Goddard outscored Hutchinson 14-13 in that quarter. Done mostly by 5 points from Gordon from outside, the three-pointer plus a basket. 5 points in the quarter, 8 for the contest. And you turn around and Phyllis Blevins with 4 points, a 3 by Coleman as well, and a deuce by Schmidt. Hutchinson with 6 points from Dawes in that quarter to really carry the cause. Grace Posh with 5 points. Also scoring was Kraft with 2. She has 6 for the ball game. So, man, pretty good ball game right now. It's a 2-point effort. Hutch High will inbound. They get it into Kraft in a high post. She hands it off to Posh. Posh finds the seam, puts it up, and draws the foul. She'll shoot 2, and Posh will go to the foul stripe. Foul's going to be charged on Boyer.
Like that sideline inbounds play by Hutchinson. Grace Posh threw it in to Colby Kraft at the high post, and then she came and got it right back from her.
Free throw toss off for Posh. She's usually perfect on that. She missed on that occasion. She'll step back and get set to shoot a second one. Trying to give Hutch High a 3-point lead. Right now it's 34-32, Hutch with the lead. Second toss, this one up, no good. Comes off, but Kraft's there for the rebound. She goes up strong and scores it. Colby Kraft with a putback basket. She now has 8, and Hutch has a 4-point lead at 36-32. That worked out perfectly with her getting the offensive board. Here's Schmidt on the outside for Goddard. She'll drive off the pick all the way to the baseline left, loses control of the basketball. It's picked up in the corner down by Boyer, but she's sealed off by Posh and stolen away by Smith. Kraft has it quickly, and they give it back to the guards, and here comes Grace Posh. Grace Posh will bring the basketball up. Coach Kaylin Hill's telling Grace to bring it up on her own with 7:16 to go in the ball game. Crone on the outside to Schmidt. Schmidt's been held scoreless so far. Gordon's locking in on her. Here's Rodriguez over to Smith. Smith on the dribble to the foul stripe. Backs in a little bit. Contact maybe. They kick it back outside. Posh has it. Here's Rodriguez. Left side to Crone. Crone, a sophomore. Lobs it over to Rodriguez, the junior. Rolls right. Got to be patient here. Here's Crone, top of the key. Finds an opening. Just about turns it over to Posh. She'll gun it on its way. Comes off for no good. A rebound's going to be cleared out by Goddard. Goddard with the basketball with 6:38 to go. They trail it by 4. We're going to see Dawes along with Tomac come back in. Next dead ball whistle for the Salt Hawks of Hutchinson. Schmidt will back it up close to mid-circle. Now she rolls right with it. Bounce pass goes quickly to Gordon. Gordon, they'll weave it out front. Here's Phillips Blevins with the basketball. Back to Schmidt. Schmidt steps back outside the arc. Goes over to Potter on that left wing. Kraft guarding her. Back out top now to Schmidt. Clock nearing the 6-minute mark. They try to go backdoor, but they hold off. They put it in the hands of Boyer. Boyer with the ball high. Down low to Potter. She kicks it left side. Jumper up off the glass and good by Gordon. Gordon's having a heck of a half. Pulls the Lions within 2 at 36-34.
Gordon with 10 points now.
Here's Lily Rodriguez to Posh. Posh on the outside. Hutchinson needs to be just content with that lead right now. Work it. Schmidt comes out to defend. Posh falls away, gives it over to Schmidt. Schmidt on the left wing, takes it baseline, down the block, low blocks into the paint, and she'll be fouled. I think it's going to be on Gordon. It'll be a shooting foul. If it is on Gordon, and it is, that'll be her second. Nobody really in foul trouble. They do have 3 Lions with 2 fouls apiece, and Hutchinson has Dawes with 2 fouls on her.
Both teams have played good defense by moving their feet. There really haven't been a lot of fouls in this game.
Smith misses on the free throw. She's yet to score in the second half of play. Had 7 first-half points, 5 in the quarter, number 2.
This will only be the 8th free throw attempted by Hutchinson. Goddard has only attempted 7 in this game. The teams are not fouling. They're just playing hard.
Smith's second toss is up and on its way, and it's good. So Hutchinson takes a 3-point lead now, 37-34 with 5.5 to go. Schmidt for Goddard brings the ball up between the circles. They'll set up the offense. She'll roll left, now back to the right, back to the left, drives on Dawes, kicks it outside corner left to Coleman. She can hit the 3. She did a little while ago. Back out, and they throw the ball away. Turnover, force that one as the Coleman trying to go over to Gordon goes out of bounds over to the bench of Goddard.
13th Goddard turnover. Hutch has committed 15.
I said it the other night at the South game. It cracks me up with high school ball since there's not a 30-second clock, but the possessions, when girls or guys are ready to get past that 30, they start to panic a little bit, think they got to shoot it. Here's Smith on the outside, a 3 on her way, and it's good. Had a good look. Kaya knocks it down from the outside, her second tray of the ball game. 11 points for Kaya Smith. Drive left with the basketball, Goddard. It's a 6-point Hutch lead. The drive underneath Coleman. Basket easy one underneath. She has 5. They let her have that baseline, Dan, and she was able to slide around. When you're on that baseline, you got to use it as an extra player and seal off the baseline. Hutch did not do that there. Outside Dawes. Dawes rolls to her right, left of the elbow. Shoots the Smith a second shot. Doesn't go, but a rebound cleared by Smith underneath. She'll come out with a long pass up court to Coleman. She'll catch up, but they whip it over to Gordon. The 3 ball on its way. It comes off no good. Here's Dawes. She'll sprint dribble it all the way, and she'll be fouled by Schmidt as she came over and got a hand on her. And ends up being her 3rd.
Okay, Schmidt has been guarding Grace Posh. this entire second half. This might be a time to get the ball to Grace and see if she can pick up a fourth foul on Goddard Schmidt.
Well, that time Dawes got the rebound and the ball came out to her, and she sprinted up, and Schmidt felt like she would have a breakaway and decided she had to reach out and grab her. Now she rolls off the pick to the right side. Here goes the Dawes again. She holds up. Still with the basketball. Gets it out to Posh. Posh with the basketball on the outside. Here's Smith to Crone. Rodriguez and Kraft will check in. Next bit, dead ball whistle. Crone over to Posh. Posh guarded by Gordon. Posh shifts gears, goes left baseline, ball all the way through to Dawes. Three-pointer in the corner, left, offense mark, no good. Battle for the board, knocked away, and it'll be off of Hutchinson, out of bounds. It'll be Goddard High basketball down by 4 points, 40-36, with 3:40 to go in this fourth quarter of play.
Another vulnerability that Goddard has, they're playing man-to-man defense, but they're switching everything, so you can create mismatches with on-ball screens.
Schmidt walks, dribbled across the timeline on the trot now. She'll roll to the left side. Schmidt, a good-looking ball player for a freshman. Remember that name. Shot dropped down, shot out there. Rebound cleared by Smith off the missed shot by Coleman. Here's Rodriguez in the backcourt. She'll sprint dribble it all the way across the timeline. They have numbers. It goes to Posh. She'll drive in. Little floater. Does not go. Kraft trying to get the loose rebound, and it's picked up by the Lions of Goddard. Goddard with the basketball. Sydney Healy gives it off to Schmidt. Schmidt drives left. Over to Coleman on that left elbow. Back to the free throw line. Healy, a gun and hit. Healy with her first basket, and a timeout's taken on the floor with 3 minutes exactly to go in the ball game. It's a 2-point ball game. Hutch High 40. The Lions of Goddard 38. Back in 30 seconds right here on the Salt Hawk Radio and KWBW Radio.
This is Carla Smith with Rise Up Reno Prevention Network, here to say, let's go Salt Hawks. Rise Up Reno's goal is to help all our kids be drug-free in Reno County by providing resources, mentors, guidance, encouragement to stay away from the use of alcohol, tobacco, and illegal drugs. If you're a student, be strong and help your friends to be strong. If you're a parent or grandparent, make sure to talk to your kids about these issues and be a source of information and a great example. For resources, visit riseupreno.org. Rise Up Reno.
Rise Up Reno, a fantastic program for Reno County. Help them out if you can over this Christmas break. Hutch High will have the basketball now with 3 minutes to go in the contest with a 2-point lead, 40-38. That was a good look right there by Healy to put it up and in to break that lead down to 2 now. Hutch High with the lead at 40-38. Out high they go to Smith. High blocks right side. She'll back up out on the elbow. Wide open Posh. Three-pointer good from outside.
Double screen set
that
for
ball
Posh.
did not have any rotation on it whatsoever, and she nails it. It's a 5-point Hutch lead.
Her man could not fight through the double screen. That was a good design.
Ball on the outside with the basketball's Healy. Ball knocked away by Posh. Healy runs it down in midcourt. Good defense by Hutch High. To the outside to Schmidt. Schmidt with the ponytail. You're right, she does remind me of Archer, who played a derby.
She resembles Marin. Archer now at University of Arkansas.
Ball on the outside, that's Coleman. Coleman rolls outside, goes left side. I think J.C. Stone's down at Arkansas.
She is.
Ball outside, there's a drive. Loose basketball picked up by Hutch High. Here's Dawes on the dribble, trying to get to the basketball. Now they come from behind, the foul's going to be called. And Dawes was fouled from behind. Stevens picks up the personal. That'll be her first. 43-38. Not a shooting situation. Hutch High with the lead by 5 with 1:59 to go. Ball comes in. They flash it down low to Kraft. She'll work it down low. Puts it up. Can't get it done. Rebounds fought for. Knocked away out of bounds. It will be Goddard basketball. Had a good look. It was maybe too far under to be able to get it up and in. 43-38 contest. 1:53 remaining to go in this fourth and final quarter. Hutch High with a 5-point lead. Schmidt will walk, dribble it up. They're content to let her bring it up nonchalantly. Now they roll right side with the ball. Ball pops loose. That's touched out of bounds off of Posh. Posh kind of disagrees. She felt like she might have got it off the Goddard player, but the referee had a really good look at it. And here comes the inbound. They'll lob it in again. They'll roll to the left side. There's Schmidt, left side. Three-pointer on its way by Gordon. Good from outside.
That's a big shot by Lauren Gordon.
She's a senior And it's a 2-point ball game again at 43-41 with 1:26 to go. Here's Rodriguez to the left side. They go to Dawes. Dawes on the outside, dribbles to the foul stripe, holds up. Rodriguez with the basketball. They'll weave it. Goddard might need to think about starting to foul.
Next foul will send Hutch to the free throw line.
There's a drive by Dawes. Baseline move. Shot up. Doesn't go. Rebound Coleman. With 1:03 to go. Floated away by Smith. The pass down the court was picked off by Hutch High. Smith rolls to her right, still on the dribble. Holds up wide open underneath. Kraft. Basket good. Colby Kraft in the basket. A great feed by Smith. And Hutch High up by 4. 45-41 with 46.4 seconds remaining to go in the ball game.
Goddard's going to have to hurry.
Schmitz with the basketball. She'll go left side with it. Coleman gets the ball, top of the key. They work right side now to Phyllis Blevins. On the left side, here goes to Schmidt. Schmidt wants to drive it in. Spins outside of it, gives it to Coleman again. Coleman left side all the way. Dawes trying to cut off that baseline on Schmidt. She does.
Just 20 seconds to go.
Ball on the outside. Here's Phyllis Blevins on the outside. Gordon, a top three. It's on his way. No good. Rebound cleared. Julia Rodriguez underneath. They got a foul now. They got to foul quickly. Here's Posh. They come up quickly to foul, and she's bumped all the way up into the stands. And with 10 seconds to go, a 4-point Hutch High lead, 45-41. Posh can seal it at the foul stripe.
Good defense when it mattered most on the other end by Hutchinson. Goddard just could not find an opening to get a look, and it took them about 30 seconds to even get a shot attempt.
And Coleman had a pretty good look from the top of the key, but it came off no good where she had just hit one from the corner. Free throws up and good by Posh. Posh, all her points in the second half of play. 9 points to her credit. She'll shoot another one. Tomac comes in for Kraft. Tell you what, that basket by Colby Kraft was a big one underneath. And free throw second one won't go. Ball's knocked away with 8 seconds. Everybody needs to get back. It's a 5-point lead. Ball off of Goddard, out of bounds. Should be Hutch High basketball with 3.2 to go, and Hutch is going to survive this one. This was a really good girls basketball game.
Very entertaining.
It was an 11-point lead at one time by Hutch High, but Goddard came rolling back. They cut it to 3 at halftime, cut it to 2 numerous different occasions, and right now that's going to do it. Hutch High wins it and goes to 3-1. Goddard will fall to 2-2. 46-41 is your final. Hutch High a winner tonight in basketball action here in the girls' game. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. We'll get set to talk with Kaylin Hills, the winning coach for tonight. Hutchinson wins at 46-41 in a really, really good contest. We'll be back right after this 1-minute timeout on the Salt Hawk Radio Network.
(1219) North Main is proud to be the only locally owned funeral home in Hutchinson and is honored to serve the families of Hutchinson and Reno County since 1935. Integrity, care, and dedication are what make family-owned Elliott Mortuary the right choice for you. Call 663-3327. That's 663-3327 to let their knowledgeable and professional staff assist you and your family. And online, visit elliottmortuary.com.
Special Canine Dog Training and Country Resort in Burton is your one-stop shop for that four-legged furry friend in your life. They specialize in dog training, whether it's for your new puppy or hunting dog, all the way to licensed therapy and service dogs. Going on vacation over the winter? They also offer boarding, grooming, and doggy daycare. That's right, I said daycare for your dog. Special Canine Dog Training and Country Resort in Burton, where you and your companion are understood. Visit SpecialCanineDogTraining.com to learn more.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Glenn Grunwald along with Kaylin Hills now, the first-year head coach. A nice effort tonight, 46-41. We had an 11-point lead at one time, Kaylin. They trimmed it down to a 3-point lead at halftime. They did a nice job, came up with an 8-0 run on us. But, boy, did you girls ever answer back, and Dawes just played a rear-ended off tonight.
Yeah, you got to absolutely tip your cap to them. I mean, every single time it felt like we went on a little mini run, they had an answer for it. They would either hit a three or finish inside. That's a tough group over there. They lost to Salina Central on Tuesday, but that's a really, really tough group, and that's going to be a tough team to see down the line. And AZ, just like I told you guys last Tuesday against Salina Central, it's a senior getting her moment. And, I couldn't be more proud of her. She's an awesome kid, captain of our team, and just, everybody kind of gravitates towards her energy, and when she plays like that, we're going to be a really good team.
Well, it's good. She came in averaging 5.5 points a game, got 11 tonight, 11 also from Smith that started to find that range again from outside. But night and day compared to him, in my opinion, from how you girls played. Much more aggressive. You have a little full court pressure. You messed with that a little bit, but a good effort. And on turnovers. No turnovers in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I'm super proud of them for how they handled the ball in the fourth quarter. You know, we work on late game situations, but you know, it's never exactly the same thing until you're actually in the game and the bullets are flying and you got to handle pressure. And, you know, we've kind of started working with that defensive press ourselves. And hopefully that's something that we can kind of keep the energy up and help fuel our defense a little bit.
All right, now we go to campus coming up next Tuesday to finish off the first half of the season.
Yeah, it's been a great start coming back home. Really glad to be back at Hutch High representing this program. Hopefully we can finish it off before Christmas break with a win on Tuesday and get to 4-1.
All right, thank you, Coach. Appreciate it very much. A great effort by the team tonight to come away with a nice win.